ज्ञानाञ्जनं शलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदामयं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवंश्च। श्रीरूपं सग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदानुसहगना श्री ललिता श्री विशाखावतंश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कंचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद् भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्य। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So as previously we have mentioned that usually Indian Hindus, they go in their once in a lifetime, they go to 4 places in 4 direction for darshan. In the Himalayas they go to Bhadrinath, in the south, in the north they go to Bhadrinath, in the south they go to Rameshwaram, in the east they go to Jagannath Puri, and the west they go to Dwarka. So all the 4 dhams are there in this Braj. Now I was reading Braj, how the Braj name came. Braj name came from the great grands of Vajranath, Krishna's great grandson Vajranath. He established all the temples, all the sarovars, all the kundas, all the Krishna's pastimes places he established. So under his name it became Braj. Vajranath became Braj. So this is called Braj, all the 84 crores. So that means the Badrinath is there. Original Bhadrinath, Adi, it's called Adi, means there is no end, there is no eternal. So eternal Bhadrinath is there in this Braj. So we are going to go today to the Bhadrinath, which is a very beautiful place. Everybody loves that place. And we're going to talk about Narayan Rishi. Narayan Rishi performing tapasya there. Uddhava performed tapasya there, and we will talk about that today, and we will go further. Now on the way there are 4 Mahadev, 4 Shiva, main 4 Shiva and 4 direction who are called the Dikpal, who are the protector of this dham. So there is a Chakreshwar Mahadev which is in Govardhan. Kameshwar Mahadev in Kamyavan, we will go today there. Then in Vrindavan is Gopeshwar Mahadev, and in Mathura is the Bhuteshwar Mahadev. These are 4 Mahadev. Now Chakreshwar Mahadev here is at the right on in Govardhan, which is right here. You can see Chakreshwar Mahadev. That's Chakreshwar Mahadev. And this is Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami, our 6 Goswamis, they would travel everywhere. And they travel, and the Sanatan Goswami would perform his bhajan here, do his chanting here on the bank of this Manasi Ganga near Chakreshwar Mahadev. And Shivji, being the greatest devotee of the Lord, Vaishnava Nametha Sambhu, he loved to have an association. Devotee like to have an association of other devotee. We need we all need association. If the devotee thinks that I will make the advancement on myself, then something is wrong. Without the association, devotees cannot make, it is difficult to make an advancement. So we need each other, we need association. That's why Srila Prabhupada formed the society, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, so that we can together help each other, serve each other. So here, the Chakreshwar Mahadev, being the greatest Vaishnava Rathasambhu, is the greatest devotee of the Lord. He liked the association of Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami was always known to be in Braj. Everybody loved Sanatan, because Sanatan was such a personality that every house he would go, he would ask about their well-being. How is your farming going? How is your daughter? His daughter got married. How is your son? How is everybody healthy? He would ask this question. And this is what we need to ask amongst the devotees. To devotees to talk, this is where we talk with each other. To devotees, ask their well-being. How are you doing? Otherwise, it becomes impersonal. We feel like we don't care for others. So it's important. So here, the Sanatan Goswami stayed where there were a lot of mosquitoes there. It sounds familiar? A lot of mosquitoes. And mosquitoes were bothering Sanatan while he was chanting his holy name. So Sanatan decided, I should move from here. This is not a place for me. But Shivji didn't want him to move. Shivji said, no, you stay. So I will drive away the mosquitoes. So Shivji driven away all mosquitoes from that place. And Sanatan said, even it says at present at this place there is no mosquitoes. Yeah. So this is the Chakreshwar Mahadev. So now we are going to Big is another place. There is a nice pastime, but there is no time. Now we are going to Badrinath. Adi Badri. It's called Adi Badri, which is here in Braj. In Badrinath, which is in Himalayas, is there, but in Himalayas, Badrinath, it closes for 6 months because of heavy snow. But this Badrinath stays open. There is the mercy of the Lord. So this Nar Narayan Rishis performed the tapasya. Nar, there is a Nar Parvat, there is a mountain, and Narayan mountain. And Nar Narayan Rishis are performing tapasya. Uddhav is also performing tapasya. So we are going to talk about that. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto, 8th chapter, text number 32. 12th canto, 8th chapter, text 32. It says, Tasyavani yujyatas chittam tapah swadhyaya saniyame anugrahaya virasin nar narayano harihi. Nar Narayan, they are the sons of Dharma and Murti. Daksha Prajapati, he had 16 daughters. And out of that, one was the Murti and she was married to Dharma. So Nar Narayan, where they gave a birth to this Dharma. Dharma and Murti gave birth to Nar Narayan. desiring to bestow his mercy upon the saintly Markandeya, who had perfectly fixed his mind in self-realization through penance, Vedic study and observance of regular principles, the Supreme Personality of Godhead personally appeared before the sage in the forms of Nar and Narayan. Markandeya is, Markandeya, he is in all the yogas. Long time he is there. And there is a whole description of Nar Narayan, how they, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto, 8th chapter, text 33 and 34. Whole description of Nar Narayan Rishi, how they look. Description of Narayan Rishi. So they said one of them was a whitish complexion, the other blackish, and they both had four arms. Their eyes resembled the petals of blooming lotuses, and they wore garments of black deerskin and bark, along with the three-stranded sacred thread. In their hands, which they were most purifying, they carried the mendicant's water pot, straight bamboo staff, and lotus seed, prayer beads, as well as the all-purifying Vedas in the symbolic forms of bundles of durva grass. Their bearing was tall, and their yellow effulgence, the color of radiant lightning, appearing as austerity personified, they were being worshipped by the foremost demigods. So Narayana is performed. But now question is why Narayana appeared. Question might be raised, why Narayana appeared. So it is mentioned then Himalaya is the best place to perform tapasya. That's one thing. So when there was one demon, he was performing austerity to please Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva was happy with his austerity. But the demon asked to Lord Shiva to give me the boon, give me the benediction, they have become immortal. But Lord Shiva, Lord Shiva can say, I cannot give that benediction. It is not possible. Ask something else. So he said, I want 1,000 kavacha to wear, so that nobody can break those kavacha. You understand kavacha means, right? Kavacha means you all know kavacha. So he asked for the 1,000 kavacha, and nobody can break. So when can they break? Someone has to fight with him to break the one kavacha. Someone has to fight for 1,000 years. Just to break one kavacha. So that means to break the 1,000 kavacha, someone has to fight for 100,000, more than that, years. So he thought, I am immortal now. Who's going to fight with me then? Right? So then I can die. So this is the benediction he wanted, and Lord Shiva gave him this benediction. So he was thinking that he is immortal. So his name was known as a Sahasra Kavacha Asura. Sahasra Kavacha. Sahasra means 1,000. His name was now Sahasra Kavacha Asura, demon. But what happens when you get this power? Then you become when you get power, then you become pride, and he started harassing all the sadhus, all the demigods and all the sadhus. He was harassing. They would stop their bhakti. So they went to Lord Vishnu. So Lord Vishnu said that Brahma gave benediction to Hiranyakashipu. Lord Shiva gave benediction, and I have to come here now for help. So he's asking Narad Muni, what should I do? What should I do? So Narad is saying, go to the earth planet and find a place where you can perform austerity. And you find a place where you perform austerity, you perform one day austerity is equal to 1,000 years benefits. You find Narad Muni said, we find a place where you perform one day austerity equal to the benefits of 1000 years. So then Lord will say, where should I go? So Narad Muni said, you have to go to the Himalayas. So Narad Muni traveled everywhere and he found his Badrinath, where Vishnu Lord can come and perform tapasya. So Nar Narayan Rishi here appeared as a son of Dharma and Murti. And they went to perform austerity at Badrinath. So first Narayan performed one day tapasya. So one day tapasya he performed, then he received the benefits of 1000 years. So he received benefit 1000 years means he removed he fought with it and the one kavacha was removed. But while he was fighting, after one kavacha, the demon had also benediction that one kavacha, after one kavacha is removed, then the person who is removing one kavacha, he will become unconscious. So Narayan, after removing the one, so after one kavacha was removed, the Narayan became unconscious. Then Nar performed austerity another day. Second day, and receive 1000 years fall. Then he ruled second kavacha. Then Nar become unconscious. So this way they broke third kavacha. So this way they broke 999 kavacha of this demon. But this one kavacha was left, and this pastime happened in Sati Yoga. So now this demon figured out that one kavacha is left, and they will kill me. So he merged into rays of sun rays. This demon. So in the Dwapar Yuga, Queen Kunti had benediction from Durvas Muni that she can call any demigods, right? And she can the demigod doesn't, her chastity will remain. She can call any demigods, and demigods can bestow the benediction that she can have a son. Even though demigods had no connection with her, that was benediction. So remember, Kunti first called sun god, right? And the son was born. Appeared was Karna, and Karna had that. Karna was born with that one kavacha. See, Karna was born with that one kavacha, and that's why Karna was in the previous life was Sahasra Kavacha Asura. This Karna. You see, and that one kavacha was left, and then one kavacha why Krishna had Arjun killed Krishna had Karna killed by Arjuna. This is the reason. Karna in previous life was Sahasra Kavacha Asura. First kavacha, this demon was ruled by Narayan, who is Krishna himself, and last kavacha was removed by Arjuna, who is Nar. That's why Krishna had told to kill kill Karna. See? So after that, Narayan Rishi stayed here in Bhadra to perform austerity. Even at present, Narayan Rishi are performing the tapasya in the Himalayas. Why? And that's why this earth is still existing. Earth is at one place because of Narayan Rishi are performing tapasya there. You see? So much sinful activities are going on, and Lord is performing austerity to remove burden of sinful activities reactions. Just by having darshan of Narayana Rishi, we receive the result of austerity performed by Narayana Rishi. Just by having the darshan, we get the result of the austerity they performed, we get the result just by having that darshan.
Narayana Rishi have done tapasya here or in the Himalaya?
Himalaya, here, in the Bhadra. And that's why there is these deities are there. Narayana, they are self-manifested deities. These are not carved. These are self-manifested deity, and there is Uddhava's deity. And there is also Rameshwaram. That's another thing. Rameshwaram is down in the south, but here it is there, Rameshwaram. Original Rameshwaram is here. Self-manifested deities. These are self-manifested. Because the let me finish about Narayana Rishi here. Now when Narayana Rishi were performing tapasya, at that time the Lord Indra was worried. Lord Indra was thinking that Narayana Rishi performing tapasya, I will lose his post. But Indra did not realize Narayana Rishi are the Lord's themselves. He didn't realize that. So he sent to break that tapasya, austerity, Indra always sends someone. So he sent Kamdev. He sent a Kamdev with all the ladies. And this is what Lord Indra does. You see. But when this Kamadev with all the ladies, heavenly ladies came at that time, but Narayana Rishi, they didn't get angry with her. Okay. Because the Lakshmi Sahasrata Samrama Sevyamanam, Narayana, the thousands and thousands of Lakshmis are serving the Lord. What is this ladies from the heavenly planets? In the comparison of these Lakshmis are the most beautiful than even the heavenly. So what to say of earthly ladies? So this is the situation. This is what it is. So they manifested from their thigh. They manifested thousands of Lakshmis. So then these ladies realized that we cannot do anything. And Narayana Rishi also told that I will give you, if you want, I'm going to give you favor. That kindly requested Kamdev to take one apsara. If you want, you can take. One Lakshmi you can take one Lakshmi, I will allow it to be. And that Lakshmi was the Urvasi. And that Urvasi was brought. They brought Urvasi to King Indra. And this Urvasi actually appeared from Narayana in Badrinath. Urvasi is beautiful than any Apsara in the heaven. And that's why Indra always sent Urvasi somewhere to break someone's austerities. So this the pastime also took place in Badrinath. This here. Now of course Lord Krishna, before Lord Krishna appeared, the mother Jashoda and Nand Maharaj, they were worshipping Narayana to have a son. So when Lord Krishna appeared after they wanted to go for the darshan of Badrinath in the Himalayas. And they wanted to go, so Krishna said, you don't need to go there. This is too cold, this is snow. You don't want to. So that's where he manifested this Badrinath here. And manifested, these are the self-manifested deities of Narayana to worship. You see. Now how did Uddhava came? Uddhava was the friend of Krishna. Uddhava was when Krishna was leaving this planet, Uddhava was with him. And Uddhava wanted to go with Krishna, but Krishna said, no, you have to stay here. You are needed on the earth planet here because Krishna, this is what Krishna had told, that after I leave, you have to release my 16,100 queens by Krishna Katha. And you are the one who will tell that Krishna Katha. So we talked about it previously. Remember? Yes. And by hearing one by one, they will come back to me in my abode. But Uddhava said, my Lord, how will I come? How will I come? Relieve from this earth planet. Lord said, when your message is given and done, then you should go to Badrinath and then say, how will I receive mercy of a lotus feet? Uddhava asking that. Then Lord says, Namastute Mahayogin Prapannam Anusadimam. Uddhava is asking, how will I come then? Yathatvad Sharanam Bhojo Ratishyam Upayate. And the Lord is telling to Uddhava, that is whole sloka in Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 29th chapter, text 40 and text 41 to 44. Krishna is telling Uddhava what he should do. He says, Supreme Person of Godhead say, my dear Uddhava, take my order, go to my ashram called Badrik. Purify yourself by bathing, by both touching and also bathing in the holy waters there, which have emanated from my lotus feet. Rid yourself for all sinful reactions with the sight of the sacred Alaknanda river. Dress yourself in bark and eat whatever is naturally available in the forest. Thus you should remain content and free from desire, tolerant of all the dualities, good-natured, self-controlled, peaceful, and endowed with transcendental knowledge and realization with fixed attention. Meditates constantly upon these instructions. I have imparted to you and assimilate their essence. Fix your words and thoughts upon me, and always endeavor to increase your realization of my transcendental qualities. In this way, you will cross beyond the destination of the three modes of nature and finally come back to me. This is Krishna is giving instruction to Uddhava. So that's why Uddhava was here. He's performing tapasya there. Now, there are two reasons why Nar Narayan in Badrinath. First is to kill Sahasra Kavacha demon, that is we talked about it. Second reason is that Narayan in Vaikuntha is lying on the Sheshana, right? Narayan is lying, that's what he does. And what the Lakshmi do? Massage his feet. So the Narad Muni always goes to have a darshan of Narayan. And Narad Muni one time telling to the Lord, Narayan, that look, every time I've come here, only I see you just lying. And Lakshmi is massaging feet. So when I go back to Earth planet, they ask me what my Lord is doing. And I have the same answer all the time. That Narayan is lying and Lakshmi is massaging the feet. I have to give the same answer all the time. So he said that he's telling the Lord, Narad Muni Singh, that if you will be lying all time and Lakshmi massaging your feet, do you think people will want to do the same as you are? Because yadyat acharati sreshta, wherever the great man does, common man follows. So if you are doing this, what the people will do? He will do the same thing, isn't it? So Lord used to do something else. Narad Muni should do something else. So, but here's Lakshmi Devi is there. So Lord Narayan sent Lakshmi Devi to her parents' home. And Narayan decided I will perform tapasya, austerity. So he is asking Narad, where should I go perform austerity? Narad said, Badrinath is the place for tapasya. Badrinath is a place for person to perform this austerity. And there is also tapasya kund. This is the tapasya kund. Like this one. So you go perform tapasya. But Lord Shiva and Parvati were performing tapasya here. They had occupied this place. So, and Lord also decided, I want to perform tapasya here, but so what should I do? What should I do? So Lord Narayan came here and he turned into little boy. And as a little boy, he has no parents and is crying. So Shiva and Parvati, they were going to go to take a bath in the Gauri Kund. So Parvati saw this little boy alone, crying. It's cold. In heavy cold, this little boy is just crying without the parents. Parvati saw this boy crying, so she became a little bit affectionate. That is lady's nature. They was soft heart. So her nature was to see this boy is crying alone. No parents are there in the cold. Let me go. See who is. Lord Shiva said, please don't go. He gave the warning. Lord Shiva, don't go. Please don't go. But Parvati has her nature, so she went there to this boy. And she is asking about this boy all the questions. And of course, Narayan is expert. He is supreme intelligent, as you know. So he said, he's telling everything to convince the Parvati that, I'm alone, I have no parents. I don't know, my parents just left me here. Here I'm in the cold for last couple of days. I'm just here, So Parvati got merciful to him. And Parvati take the little boy in her hands and lap. And Parvati decided to bring to her, staying her place. Here where they were performing tapasya. Lord Shiva had told, don't do this, but Parvati didn't accept it. So then she pacified this little boy, put him in their place, and then Lord Shiva and Lord Parvati said, now we can go. Lord, the boy is sleeping now, little boy is fed him and he's sleeping. So let's go to take a bath. So they closed the door from outside, and the boy is sleeping in their place, and they went to take a bath. So as they are gone, this boy turned into, little boy was no more little boy, he was in Narayan lying there in their room. And he closed the door from inside. So when Shiva and Parvati return after taking they return and they are knocking the door, they open the front, they open the from outside, and the inside is locked, inside is closed from inside. They are keep knocking the door, nobody is opening the door, and they from the little hole they saw that there was no more little boy, it was Narayan was lying there. See? So Lord Shiva told Parvati, didn't I tell you not to go to this boy? I told you, I had given you warning. See, this is what happened now. And finally, of course, Narayan opened the door. Narayan was lying, and Shiva and Parvati offered obeisances, because Shiva is the greatest devotee, Vaishnava Anatha Sangha. They offered obeisances. And Lord Shiva told in front of the Narayan, she said, I told you not to allow this boy, isn't it? And you allow him. He's Narayan now. So Narayan is saying now that Narayan is saying, this is my place now. I have to perform austerity. You go find some other place. Both of you find some other place. You see. So Narayan is occupied this place, and Narayan performed tapasya here. Now Lakshmi Devi returned from her parents' home, and she couldn't find Narayan. So then, of course, Narad Muni is the one who gives all the messages. So Narad Muni told the Lakshmi Devi that your husband is performing tapasya in Badrinath, go there. Now, of course, Lakshmi is a very chaste lady, to concert of Narayan. So she didn't want to disturb the austerity. Her Lord was, her husband was performing Narayan. So she turned into Badri tree to give the shade while Narayan is performing tapasya. And that's why from there onward it is called, known as Badri Narayan. So this is where it is the Narayan is performing tapasya, Uddhava is there, Ganesh is there, and also the Rameshwaram is there. So this is of course there is also everything is here. Haridwar is there, Rishikesh is there, Lakshman Jula is there, Triveni, three rivers confluence is there, Trikut Parvat, where Gajendra was released from the Trikut Parvat, if you remember, from the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Gandhamadan Hill, where many sages perform tapasya. Haridwar is there. Everything is here. Means all these places are there here in this place. Yogamaya is there. Yogamaya, Trikut Parvat, Lakshman Jula, Triveni Sangam, Narayan Parvats are there. The Narayan Rishis are performing tapasya. Dev Sarovar, this is one of the devotee. He was performing tapasya. And it is in past times is long. I'm gonna say in few sentences. He was performing tapasya and he was having darshan of Radha Krishna, Radha Shyamchandra within his heart. Performing so long tapasya, long time. And Radha Krishna came there. And when Radha Krishna came, then Radha Shyamchandra snatched away her. So he couldn't have a darshan of Radha Shyamchandra within his heart. Before we see the Lord outside, first we will see Lord within our heart. But to see Lord within our heart, what we have to do? We have to purify our heart. Our heart is filled with the 6 anarthas. We have to purify. When the heart is purified, we will be able to see the Lord within our heart. Then we will see Lord outside. So this Rishi was having darshan of Lord, and suddenly Lord came. Lord snatched away from his heart. So when he opened the eyes and he saw the Lord in front of Radha Shyamchandra, and he left body. His body turned into water. And that water is coming to Tapasya Kund. And then Lord was crying. Radha Shyamchandra was crying. So Radharani asked, why are you crying? He was your devotee. He went back home, back to Godhead. Lord was crying because when the great devotee is leaving this, who's gonna share the message, my message? Lord, pure devotee is the representative of the Lord. And representative of the Lord, he wants to share the message of Krishna consciousness, just like Srila Prabhupada. So Lord was crying that my devotee left. So that's that. This is Yogamaya. Worship Yogamaya. Now we go to, from Badrinath, we go to Kedarnath. So here Kedarnath is also here. This is a self-manifested deity. So there is also pastime. It is said that Lord Shiva resides in 12 places. of course, this is Indians would know. For our Westerners, it will be. But there are 12 places, and I said that in the morning, if someone call out these 12 places, then everything is auspicious for him. Because Shiva means auspicious, Mangal, Kalyan, auspicious. And there are 12 Jyotirlinga places in India. There are 12 places they are called Shiva's places, Jyotirlinga. Those are, one is Somnath. These are, I am giving the name because some of you will not, will be difficult. Somnath, Mallikarjun in Srisailam, Mahakal in Ujjain, Omkareshwar in Madhya Pradesh, Vaijnath in Jharkhand, Rameshwaram in Setuban, Bhim Shankar in Mumbai, Nageshwar in Dwarka, Vishwanath Jyotirling in Varanasi, Trambakeshwar on the bank of Godavari River in Nasik, Maharashtra, Kedarnath in Himalaya, Rudraprayag in Uttarakhand, and the Krishneshwar Jyotirling in Aurangabad in Maharashtra. These are the 12 linga are there even at present, and people worship. See. Now, the question always is raised: why Lord Krishna's devotees are poor and Lord Shiva's devotees are rich? Why? Right? Question comes in the mind. The Lord Krishna's Vishnu's devotees are poor, but Shiva's devotees are rich. Right? This question is always raised by the people. Just like Ravana. Ravana was worshipper of Lord Shiva and he was rich. He had everything. So it is mentioned that the reason is that the Shiva's consort is Durga Devi. Durga Devi is Adhisatri Devi, and she controls these modes of material nature. Goodness, passion, ignorance. So in material world, material opulences are under the modes of material nature. You get the opulences, but those opulences are under the goodness, passion, ignorance, sense gratification. You see. So when the people are worshipping Lord Shiva with material desires, most of the people worship Lord Shiva to fulfill some material desires. But Lord Shiva doesn't want to bother. Lord Shiva is the greatest devotee. He doesn't want to bother with this. People asking him. So he just guides them to Durga Devi. Go. And Durga Devi just gives them the opulences. You see. So the people are getting these opulences, but they are under the modes of material nature for the sense gratification. You see. But the Lord Vishnu is above the modes of material nature. He is transcendental. You see. So externally, when people are worshipping Lord Shiva, externally they get the opulences to gratify their senses, mind, intelligent ego. But the soul is not satisfied. Just like Ravana. Ravan had everything. Externally he had everything. But internally he was not happy. Ravan is the personification of lust. His heart was filled with lust. Externally is everything. So this is what happens. With Vishnu, when we are worshipping Vishnu, because we might be not externally, we might be poor, but the soul is happy. Vishnu's devotee soul is happy because the soul is satisfied. Soul is in ecstasy. That is the difference between the worshipper of Shiva, worshipper of Krishna. Now, if he worships Shiva, So in simple terms, it says that by worshipping Lord Shiva, you will get material opulences, satisfy mind, intelligence, false ego, sensual, external happiness. But by worshipping Lord Vishnu, you will gain bliss by the soul. Soul will be in a bliss happy. By worshipping Krishna, Bhakta might not gain material opulences, but the soul will be in bliss. Guaranteed. And of course, if you worship Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva can give Sakam Bhakti and Niskam Bhakti. He can. If you worship Lord Shiva to receive, Sakam Bhakti means receive material opulences. And Niskam Bhakti means Shivji gives Krishna Prem. Shivji can give Krishna Prem. Can? Yes, he can. If you worship Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva is the greatest devotee of Krishna. So if you worship Shivji with desire to have a Krishna Prem, then Shivji will give Krishna Prem. Worship without any material desires. If you worship Shiva without material desires, but we want Shivji to raise our consciousness and we want to have Krishna Prem, he can give because the greatest devotee. Now what happened is that the Pandavas had a good relation. Pandava had a good relation with Shiva. Pandava had relationship with Shiva like friendship. You see. But Shiva, when the battle of Kurukshetra was going to take place, Shiva was not happy. Shiva said, why these cousin brothers have to fight with each other, right? Arjuna, the Duryodhana, they are cousin brothers. Pandavas, they are cousin brothers. So Shiva was not happy. Shiva was thinking, why they have to fight? They shouldn't fight. So Pandavas knew this. They knew that the Shivji is not happy. So Pandavas decided, Pandavi Draupadi decided to go to Varanasi to meet Lord Shiva. But as soon as Shivji realized that Pandavas are coming, so he left. And he went to Himalayas. Shivji went to Himalayas. So Pandava followed him to Himalayas. So Shivji saw that Pandavas and Draupadi are following me. So there are on the top of the Himalayas there are buffaloes. So Shivji turned into buffalo. She turned into buffalo, and between all buffaloes, Shivji in the form of buffalo is there. See?
I didn't get the last word.
Buffalo. You don't know what buffalo is? You have to go to India and find out. It's a black. It gives the milk. Buffalo milk. Buffalo. So, Shivji assumed form buffalo, but Bhima saw that Shivji has turned in buffalo form. Now Bhima is a big, so we must spread his legs. And when all buffalo were passing by, but Bhima didn't allow this Shivji and buffalo. He would not allow this buffalo in the form of this Shivji in form of buffalo. He would not allow buffalo to move. So buffalo started to go under the earth. With Shivji himself. He started going under the earth. So Bhima hold the buffalo tight. So half of the body was in the earth and half is above the earth. Shivji realized that these Pandavas, to satisfy me, they came from Varanasi to Himalaya. So he was satisfied. She turned to original form, but the half of the form is in the earth and half is above. So half of the Shivji said, I will stay here for you as Kedarnath. This is that Shivji. He stayed, and staying at present, Shivji's half body stayed in Kedarnath and half body in Nepal. Pashupatinath. That's what it is. So this is something to talk about. Now we're gonna go to Charan Pahadi. This is a place. We have 45 minutes. Okay. This is the place where Krishna used to come to herd his cows. 900,000 cows, and all the cowherd boys were thousands of cows. They come here to herd their cows, and he has to bring those cows back at home at night. So how is going to call? All the cows are everywhere. Thousands cows everywhere. How is going to call back? So he goes on the top of the mountain, Charan Pahadi. Pahadi means the hill. He goes on top of the hill and he plays flute. And when he plays the flute, then each cow is hearing their name. Each cow is hearing her name. He plays flute such a way that all the cows are hearing the names. And they know that now Krishna is calling, all cows come together. So when he's playing the flute at that time, the stone is melting. So stone melt and it becomes the footprints of Krishna's lotus feet. So that's what this is. This is the footprints, Krishna's footprints. Lotus feet. Print of it. This is the Gaya Kund. People usually go to Gaya to perform the Shraddha ceremony of their forefathers. You know what Shraddha ceremony, right? They go usually Gaya and Bihar in India. But the Nand Maharaj also wanted to perform Shraddha ceremony of his forefather. So if he wanted to go there, Krishna said, you don't need to go there. Everything is here. So he created this Gaya Kund. So even at present, people perform this Shraddha ceremony with their parents. Who has left this body, left this planet, they come and they perform the Shraddha ceremony. You don't need to go all the way into Bihar. Okay. Radha Gopinath. There is a whole pastime about it, but no time.
In Vrindavan.
No, this is in Kamyaman. When they were going to Rajasthan, they had stopped in Kamyaman. This is Radha Madan Mohan. Now this Radha Madan Mohan, there is a little pastime about Radha Madan Mohan. That the Radha Madan Mohan was staying in a small house. And the owner of the house, Gopi, saw that Madan Mohan was stealing the butter from other places. So she told to Madan Mohan, I will not allow you to go anywhere, you have to stay here. So he stayed here. This Radha Mohan. There is also Pandavas. Pandavas during exile, they stay here in Kamyavan. And they build the architect. Who is the architect? Vishwakarma. Vishwakarma in one night he built a big palace for Pandavas when they were in exile. And there are 84 pillars are there. Pandavas stayed here during the exile. So that is also there. Radha Govind Dev. This is Radha Govind Dev, which are in Rajasthan, but they were on the way to Rajasthan. They stopped here. So this is the Vrinda Devi. This is the original Vrinda Devi. The Rupa Goswami had this Vrinda Devi and Radha Govind Dev in Vrindavan. But they were moving to Rajasthan because Mughals were coming and they are breaking the temples. So Rajasthan kings were very pious, so they would move the deities with a bullock cart those days. So on the way, bullock cart had to stop. Bullock cart cannot go long distance in one day, so you have to stop. They had stopped here in Kamyavan, so that's why Radha Govind. And then when they were next day when they were moving the Vrinda Devi to go further, Vrinda would not want to go because she doesn't want to leave Braj. She doesn't want to leave because Vrinda Devi is help in the pastimes of Radha Krishna. So Vrinda Devi didn't leave. So this is original Vrinda Devi is there, 5,000 years old.
She is now where?
In Kamyavan. This deity is there. Original deity. Installed by Krishna's great grandson Vajranath. So that's really. Kameshwar Mahadev. Kameshwar Mahadev is Kamyavan is a place where Kam means desire. Any desire you have, you go to the Kamyavan, your desire will be fulfilled. So be careful what you desire when you are in this forest. When was one in last I was in Copenhagen, and I was talking about this. So one Russian devotee, he had performed Parikrama. He became rich after performing Parikrama. Became rich. So he would tell everybody, "You go perform Parikrama. You will become rich." He would tell all the devotees, "Go perform Parikrama, you will become rich." Because he said he had come here and he was desiring to have money, desiring some wealth, so he got wealth. So be careful what you desire, you will get it. This is Kameshwar Mahadev. Oh, this is the one we want to. We have if I go to this pastime, then I guess also do it. This is from Mahabharata. This is where Pandavas stayed here during the exile. So while they were staying here, there was one rishi, he had an ashram here. And he would perform the fire yajna every day. But to ignite the fire, he didn't have a lighter or matches. He had 2 sticks. It's called special aranya sticks. You what do you call you rub the 2 sticks and the fire forms a fire, little fire, and then he would perform the yajna. This is what he would do, and he was poor. So after using those sticks, he would hang those sticks on the branches of the tree. This is what he did, perform yajna. So one time one deer came and suddenly deer just the 2 sticks stuck in the antlers of the deer. What do you call antlers, but they tangled. 2 sticks were they entangled in the antlers of this deer, and deer ran away with those 2 sticks. So when deer ran away, then Rishi was little bit anxiety, because he said, "I'm going to perform the yajna tomorrow now without the sticks." So during the Pandavas were there, he approached Yudhishthira Maharaj, "Please help me. This deer has come, taken away my sticks." And Yudhishthira Maharaj, being the devotee of the Lord, he would always help. He was a devotee. He wants to help, wants to serve the Vaishnavas. So Pandavas, he told, so Maharaj Yudhishthira was concerned. So he said, okay, so he decided with his brothers to chase the deer and get these sticks from the deer. So they could see the deer, and they could see the sticks were entangled in the antlers of the deer. And they tried so much. They tried every possible way to catch the deer, but they were not able to catch the deer. And finally deer disappeared. Now imagine you talking about the five, Bhima, Arjun, Bhima, Yudhishthir Maharaj, Nakula sir, they are the great warriors. We're talking about Arjun and Bhima. Bhima can fight with 10,000 elephants at one time. That's powerful, Bhima is. So Bhima and they could not catch the deer. So they were exhausted. They were not happy. And at the same time they were chasing, they were hungry, and they were afflicted with hunger and the thirst. So when they came around, they could not catch the deer. So they were under the banyan tree, they sat down, all the five Pandavas. Then Nakula asked Yudhishthira Maharaj that, "O king, how is it that we failed? Never before have we been obstructed in achieving our objective. We never been objective. Always whatever our objective was there, we achieved it. And here just a deer, we couldn't catch a deer." So Maharaj, he said, "My brother, there is no limit to misery. The root cause of the particular suffering is impossible for ordinary person to ascertain. What is the root cause is difficult to figure out. For ordinary people, it's difficult to figure out why am I going through these difficulties. And suffering and the prosperity are certainly awarded by the Yamaraj according to one's karma. According to one's activities, you receive the suffering or the happiness. He said, just how we have been put into this disgraceful position, it is beyond my power to understand. Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying, it is beyond my power to understand how we Then the Pandavas started to condemn themselves and thought it is surely because of our without the action response at the time when we lost the kingdom and when Draupadi was dragged into assembly of Kurus. That's why we are experiencing this present embarrassment. This is Yudhishthira Maharaj and all the Pandavas are here. Now they were thirsty, so Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking his brother Nakula that I'm thirsty, please go climb on the top of the tree and climb the tree and see if there is a lake, there is a water lake is there, please find it. So Nakula climbed on the tree and he saw at a certain distance he found a lake. And he saw in the lake and he saw that I see the groves, I see the trees around the lake. It's very beautiful lake and I can hear the cries of the water cranes. Therefore there must be some water there. And he climbed down and the Yudhishthira Maharaj told Nakula to go to that lake and go with the quivers and fill up the quivers with water and bring it, please. So Nakula went there. Nakula went there, and he was thirsty, so he thought, let me first drink the water. And then I'll fill up the pure water, I'll bring to my brothers. But as soon as he was about to drink water, the voice came from the sky. And he said that you cannot drink this water without a permission. This lake belongs to me. Only if you are able to answer my questions, I will allow you to drink this water. Nakula discarded, he was thirsty, disregarded his warning, and he drank water. As soon as he drank water, he died. Fell dead. See? So meanwhile Maharaj, Yudhishthira Maharaj was becoming, he was in anxiety, very anxious when Nakula didn't return in reasonable amount of time. Then he ordered Sahadev to go quickly, bring back Nakula and bring the water. So he sent his brother Sahadev. Sahadev also went to that lake, and he is also asking for he thought, let me first he saw his brother dead. His brother Nakula was dead. Nakula was lying dead there. So he was overwhelmed with grief. But Saudev thought, let me first drink the water, I'm thirsty. So as he was about to drink the water, at that time again the voice come from up that this lake belongs to me. I have no permission to drink water. You can drink. If you not drink water, then you answer my question, then you can drink the water. Saudev disregarded because he ignored it this morning. And as soon as he took a first sip, he fell down. So Saudev was there. So Nakula Saudev didn't come after some time then. The Yudhishthira Maharaj was in anxiety. So he sent Arjun. Now Arjun came with his this bow and arrow and sword. He came. And as he came the lake, as soon as he saw his two brothers, Nakula and Saudev, lying dead, Arjun quickly strung his bow and looking in the sky. And he want to shoot arrows in the sky because this sound had come from the sky. So he want to shoot this person. But this sound came from the sky that you cannot. The sound came that whatever you try will be useless. I would say that Arjun, don't try it. And if you want to drink this water, answer my question. This lake belongs to me. So, Arjuna challenged him. I dare you to visibly come here and forbid me. Do so and I shall give you my answer in the form of deadly arrows. Arjuna is saying. And Arjun took his bow and began to send forth torrents of arrow in the sky from where the voice had appeared. Then he paused at that time. Voice said, there is no need for you to waste your time, energy and arrows in this way. You can only drink water after answering my questions. If you don't comply, then you will die just like your other brothers. Still Arjun disregarded the warning. And as soon as he drank water, he fell down dead. So Arjuna, Nakula is dead, Saudev is dead, Arjuna is dead. And they are not coming. So finally, Yudhishthira Maharaj sent to Bhima. And as soon as Bhima came, Bhima arrived at the lake and he saw Arjuna, Nakula, Saudev are dead, lying dead on the ground. He became exceedingly distressed and considered he thought this must be the work of Yakshas or Rakshasas. Must be Yakshas. But he was thirsty. So he thought, let me quench my thirst. So he about to drink water. The voice come again. Do not drink water. This belongs to me. This I will only allow you to quench your thirst if you answer my question. Bhima even didn't bother to reply. You know Bhima. Bhima drank some water, and as soon as he drank water, he also fell down dead. So Arjuna is dead, Bhima is dead, Nakula is dead, all four brothers are dead. So finally Yudhishthira Maharaj, meanwhile Yudhishthira Maharaj waited for a long time in great anxiety, and his heart was burning with grief. While going along the pathway, Yudhishthira Maharaj was wondering that is this forest is influenced by some magic spell? He was wondering, thinking. Is it possible that my brothers could not find any water and they wander off further in order to search for water? Somewhere they are wandering off. While speculating in this way, Yudhishthira Maharaj came to the beautiful lake and he saw all his four brothers are lying dead. Viraptafly. And his worst fears confirmed. The king began to wail aloud and shedding profusely tears. He was thinking, how is it possible that Arjuna could die? all the demigods had assured me, Yudhishthira is thinking that all the demigods had assured me that Arjuna is the one who will conquer over my enemies and allow me to regain my kingdom. How is Arjuna is dead? See? While he was thinking that he tried to find the cause of his brother's deaths. But there were no footprints. There were no footprints of someone has come to kill them. He didn't see footprints. Then he thought might be the water might be poison. But then the faces of his brothers were not fade away. So he figured that this is not poison. So, this is not done by this poison. So while he was thinking that way, he was about to drink the water. He thought, let me first. He thought probably only Yamraj could have killed my brothers in this way. He was thinking this way. Yamraj would come. So while he was thinking, the voice came again from the sky. That since this lake belonged to me, you cannot drink the water without first answering my questions. If you ignore my warning and try to drink the water without my permission, then you will become the fifth corpse lying on the ground. You will the fifth one who will be lying there dead. And he said, I am a crane lives in this lake. And it is I who killed your brothers. Crane is saying. So the Yudhishthira Maharaj replied, please disclose your real identity. I cannot believe that my heroic brothers could be killed just by the bird, by the crane. I cannot believe this. I think that you must be one of the principal demigods. The voice replied that I am actually Yaksha, who has taken the form of crane. Crane. And then Yudhishthira Maharaj saw a big, huge crane in the middle of the lake. Water. Dazzling effulgence emanating from this crane. Roared like a thunder. Informed Yudhishthira Maharaj, O king, this lake belongs to me. Because your brothers had ignored my warnings, by drinking the water without my permission, I killed them. Now you must first answer all my questions, then you will do as you like. But Yudhishthira Maharaj was he was a personality which is, he said, I do not desire to drink this water because this lake belongs to you. It's not belong. I don't desire to drink water. Even though I'm thirsty, I won't drink water. But if you desire, I'm willing to answer your questions. So then Yaksha is asking all these questions. Now there are so many questions Yaksha asks, but we will go through the few questions which are related to us. Yaksha asks, who is the really helpful companion? Yudhishthira Maharaj, he asks, who is the really helpful companion? Yudhishthira Maharaj says, steady intelligence can save from all dangers. What is the best of all possession? Knowledge is one of the most valuable assets. For what reasons friends abandon you? For what reasons friend will abandon you? So he said, because of the lust and greed. Lust and greed. Abundance, one well-wisher also. Then anyhow, there are so many questions, we'll go few. What is the king of knowledge? What is the king of knowledge? Bhagavad Gita. Right? pertaining to the Supreme Person of Godhead. That's what it is, knowledge pertaining to the Supreme Person of Godhead. What is the best bath? Huh? Washing the mind, cleaning the mind from all impurities is the best bath. What is the real charity? Jiver Daya. Merciful to other living entities who are suffering in this material world. Then, who is truly happy? Who is truly happy? Who is truly happy?
The saints and the fools.
Huh?
The saints and the fools.
Saint and the fool. That's true. Here Sridhar Maharaj is saying, one who cooks his own food, who has no debt, and one who doesn't have to leave the home in order to earn one livelihood is actually happy. First is one who cooks his own food. Second is one who has no debt free, right? And the third thing is one who don't have to leave home to earn the livelihood. Means he makes the money from the home. He can make money from the home. He doesn't go anywhere. He's actually happy. And of course, what is the most wonderful thing? What is the most wonderful thing? Even though every day one sees that countless living entities are dying, still he thinks and acts as if he will remain here forever. He thinks that I am not going to die. This is the most wonderful thing in the world. And then the last one, so many questions. This is a real question. What is the real situation of this material world? What is the news? Question, what is the news? News. What is the real situation in this material world? Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying that material world is full of ignorance, can be compared to a frying pan. Material world can be compared to the frying pan. Right? And the sun is like the fire. And days and night are like a fuel. Days and nights are like a fuel. You have frying pan, sun is a heat, days and night like a fuel, and the season passing the season like a stirring ladle. We use the ladle, right? To cook. Seasons which are passing is like a stirring ladle. And the time is the cook who is frying all living creatures in that pan. Got it? This is the real news of what is happening in this miserable material world. So these are the different questions. There are many questions asked, so these are the answers. So Yaksha was very happy by the Yudhishthira Maharaj asked her. Yaksha congratulated Yudhishthira Maharaj for enlightening the answer. Then he said, now you choose, I give you benediction, you choose one of your brother whom you wish to bring him back to life. Yaksha said, you choose one brother, not out of four, just one. So Yudhishthira Maharaj chose Nakula. And Yaksha was surprised. Why did you choose Nakula? You're gonna have a war and you need Arjun. Why choose Nakula? Yaksha is asking. Yudhishthira Maharaj said, he was so great personality. He said that when one gives up the virtue, then it is himself who is actually lost. When he gives the virtue is behavior, so high moral standard. When he loses that behavior of the high moral standard, then he himself is the loser. So I chose my brother because my Nakula is the son of Madri. So my both mothers, Madri and Kunti, will be happy that we two are here. Yaksha was congratulated Yudhishthir. He was so happy. Nakula came alive and he rewarded to revive all his brothers. All brothers got up as if nothing was happened to them. So all brothers came. Pandavas came back to life and their hunger and thirst was also mitigated. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj inquired, Yaksha, tell me what is your real identity? These brothers of mine are practically invincible, yet you have overwhelmed them with your own god-like powers. Yaksha replied, actually, O king, I am actually your father, Dharma. Yeah, and he said that I am your father Dharma and the Lord of the religious principles. And it was I, in the form of a deer, stole the Brahmanas, sticks. It was I as a deer had stolen the Brahmanas sticks. Mistake. So that we would eventually meet. I wanted to meet you, that's why I came in the Brahmana, I took these sticks. So we can meet. See. So he said he was very pleased with the devotion and the devotion of realization. So he asked the Yudhishthira Maharaj, please, I shall grant you any wish, any desire you want. Any wish you want, I will grant you. So then Yudhishthira Maharaj requested 3 boons from Dharmaraj. He said, first requested, please give me those sticks back. Now how is it? Listen to it. He's asking first to take care of the Brahmana. Give me the sticks back. I have to bring it back, these sticks to the Brahmana. So the Brahmana can perform his yajna. I don't want to disturb him. Second, he said that I request you that while we will be in exile for last year of their exile, they have to be incognito. So he is asking for the boon that during this cognito, make sure nobody can recognize us as Pandavas. If we recognize as Pandavas, then we'll have to go again in exile for next 13 years. So Dharmaraj gave that boon. And then last he asked, finally Yudhishthira requested from Dharma that may I, please give me a boon that may I conquer lust, anger and greed. Lust, anger and greed are the enemies.
3 doors for the hell.
Sorry? 3 doors for the hell. Right. So this is what he asked Yudhishthira, that please, that I may be conquer over lust, greed and anger, and that he may devoted, I give in charity, austerity and truthfulness. Look at this Yudhishthira Maharaj's character. Look at how he is asking. Dharma replied that Maharaj Yudhishthira, you already possess all these things. You have all these qualities. But you will continue to have these qualities. And thereafter Pandava took a rest and Yudhishthira Maharaj gave these sticks to the Brahmana. He went to the sticks. It is said that anyone who has subdued his senses and recite this story about the meeting of the king Yudhishthira and Dharmaraj will live happily with his sons and grandsons for 100 years. And after those who hear this story will never take pleasure in performing sinful activities. So this pastime here took place here right at this school. There is big pastime, Vimal Kunda, I'm not going to talk about that. That is slowly 5 minutes before 8 o'clock. And there is also the Sudakun city. Here Rameshwaram is here. Here the Lord Krishna saw the pastimes of Ram. And there is a bridge bridge is there, which is Ram had built to go to Lanka. That bridge is there. Setubandh, Sudakun. Lanka is there also.
This is also in Kamya.
Yes, because Lord fulfilled all desire for Brajvasis. Because Lord would sometimes say, Krishna would say, I was also Ram. So Gopi said, sow your form. If you are really telling the truth, then sow your form. So he would turn into Ram, and he would turn all his cowboys into monkeys, and so the building the bridge. There is also outside. This is where Krishna would play with the cowherd boys and Fislini. They what do you call it? They slide. So this is real. The slides are there, and our devotees they go on this slide. Fislini, Sila. Now there was a Vyomasura. Vyomasura was fighting. Vyomasura came as a cowboy, and he turned to cowherd boys and Krishna and Balram they were playing the game. In that there was one group was the thieves, another group was the police, another group police constable, another group was the lamb. And the thieves would steal the lambs, and the police would catch them. This was the game. They were playing Krishna with the cowherd boys. So one time this Vyomasura came as a cowherd boy, and he came as a police. No, he came as a thief. And what he would do, he would steal all the cowherd lambs for cowherd boys. He would steal and he would bring them here, and he would put them in the cave and close the cave. So finally Krishna realized that there are all the cowherd boys are going away. So he realized that this is the work of this cowherd boy is come in the form of him. So Krishna came and Krishna had a fight with him. Then Vyomasura turned into the big demon and Krishna fought with him. So while he was fighting, the earth was shaking. Whole earth was shaking. So Balram was there, so Balram had to put his stove down so that earth couldn't shake. So then this is the footprints of Balram. They turned the footprints. Here our boys, they are here in the pastimes and the cave. This is the Bhojan Sthali. This is where Krishna and Balram and all the cowherd boys, they would take their lunch. Now they wouldn't take the lunch in the stainless steel plate or gold plate. They didn't have plates or anything. They would just put on the big stone. They would put their food like it. So this actually turned into little plate. And this is where this will take to turn. This plate is still there. So when we go to the Parikrama, we take our breakfast there. We put all the food in this plate and offer to our Goritai and take as a prasadam. Yeah. So this is that place. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. So these are some of the pastime, but we still have a long way to go. And tomorrow is the last day. We haven't talked about Barsana and Nandagram and all. We haven't talked about it. Tomorrow is not possible to talk everything. So we'll just talk the main pastime, which is the Damodar Lila. Damodar Ashtakam, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Because that you can take it home. If other things I will talk, this will go from here to here. You will not remember all the names. But Damodar Lila, which is important for us, So we'll talk about that pastimes, and we will go through few of the things here. So I will carry you with all this. Tell you one or two sentences of each place, and we go to the main pastimes of Damodarila. Tomorrow is the last day. Okay? Any questions? Any comments?
I have one question for you.
Yes.
When you are describing about the Adi Badrinath temple, there you are mentioning that there is also self-manifested Rameshwaram deity.
Which one?
There is Uddhava, Narnarayan, and
Ganesh.
Ganesh.
And Rameshwaram.
And
Rameshwaram also.
Lord Shiva.
Yes. Self-manifested.
And this is the deity from Satya Yuga, or because we know the Rameshwaram last time when Lord Ram was want to cross Lanka. At that time
This is eternal. This is Krishna's house.
So
There is no annihilation. It's eternal, always there.
So Rameshwar form is always there.
Yes, this Narnarayan they are always there because it's eternal. That is Krishna's home. See? But he manifested. When he needed, he manifests. Otherwise it becomes unmanifest. But he's still there. Just like Krishna lives Vrindavan, right? Shyam Sundar never in Vrindavan. So how is it all the gopis and coward boys, they are in the separation, they are crying. How is that? No, Krishna is there, but Krishna is in Vrindavan, but he is unmanifested. He's like a hiding. He's like the gopis, everything next under the tree, behind the tree he is hiding, like he is hiding. Because he wants to see the love of the Jajvasis. In separation, love in separation. So that's what it is. Any other question? Yes, Mataji.
So Krishna had manifested with gopis.
Sorry?
Brajabasis, he has manifested to see their love. In
Yes,
separation.
unmanifested.
Yes.
To see their loves.
We are now listening to your lecture, to these wonderful pastimes. Yes. We are not Brajabasis.
That's okay. So we need to follow in footsteps of Brajvasis. Lakshmi Devi will go. Lakshmi Devi, there is a forest called Belvan. Lakshmi Devi is performing tapasya. She wants to enter in the pastime of Krishna's Ras dance, but she is not allowed because Lakshmi doesn't want to leave. She has to follow in the footprints of gopis. She has to give up her vaibhava, what you call it. She has to give her opulences. Lakshmi Devi is Lakshmi, the opulences, right? But she doesn't want to give up, and at the same time she wants to enter in the pastime, so she is not allowed. So she performs tapasya. And there is a whole conversation between in the Madhya Lila, I forgot chapter 19, or conversation between Lord Chaitanya and Venkat Bhatt.
Where is it? Which chapter?
In Madhya Lila, Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila. Is it here? Okay, that is is in it is in Madhya Lila, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila. I think it's chapter 19 or something like that. Lord's traveled to South India, and when Lord Chaitanya is in Sri Rangam, if you look at that part, Lord in Sri Rangam, and that's where you will find the conversation, and that will explain whole pastime about this Lakshmi Padma Tapasya. Lord Chaitanya ultimately is saying that we have to follow in the footsteps of Brajvasis to get this prema of Krishna. But for us, Brajvasi is, who is our Brajvasi? Right, our Brajvasi is Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada stayed in Radha Madhur came, right? So our Brajvasi is Prabhupada. We follow Prabhupada and Prabhupada will take us. Prabhupada will take us to Krishna. Don't worry. He will take us. He has given guarantee that if Krishna's front door is locked, I will have Krishna's back door, his house, or back door key. I will open that for you.
I want to protect Lakshmi.
Huh?
Lakshmi is a wonderful devotee.
Of course.
She's very much attached to the feet, to message them.
Massage the lotus feet, but
Brajvasi as well.
still she wants to enter in Rasa and she is not allowed. That's the point.
She didn't want to leave her spiritual
Right,
life.
she's only
But
still.
she wanted, but she couldn't.
She doesn't want to leave her opulences.
Yeah.
But to go to the Krishna, we have to follow Brajvasis, gopis. Right? Give up everything. Any other question?
Here's one question from Mother. Do you want us? Motherji is asking which different kinds of gopis were participating in rasa dance.
Oh, that is a long discussion. There are six group of gopis came from Lord Ramchandra's time. Ladies from Ayodhya, ladies from Janakpuri, from Panchavati, sadhus, they all wanted to have a conjugal relation with Lord Ram during the Treta Yuga, but Lord Ram said, I have taken a vow that I will have only one wife. But he said, I will fulfill all of your desires when I come as a Krishna. So all of them during Treta Yuga, they perform worship, they come when Krishna appeared, they came. And those are all the gopis, different youth of gopis, took a birth in Braj, and they are the one who perform in pastime with Krishna. We can go through that, it's a long pastime to discuss. Any other question? Yes. How Krishna?
You say that Krishna
Krishna?
has the facility to make us happy.
Krishna? I don't follow it.
Okay, so you mentioned during your speech that Lord Krishna has the facility to make us happy. First. But I could see that there are some devotees, they don't look happy.
They don't look happy.
They don't feel satisfied.
Yeah, they don't feel satisfied.
So what's the reason?
What is the reason?
Is because we are conditioned? Or
Well, we are conditioned, we still have material desires. We have to look in our heart. Right? We have to look in our heart. Why I am not happy? Why I'm practicing Krishna consciousness, still I am not happy. Why? We have to look in our heart. Deep.
Perhaps you have to wonder, am I doing something wrong?
No, we are not something wrong. It is just the anartha is there within our heart. Attitude is gratitude. We should be thankful. We should be thankful for what Srila Prabhupada has given to us. And we follow it with patience, with determination and enthusiasm. We follow it, then we are sadhaka, right? We are performing sadhana bhakti. So during sadhana bhakti, when we are chanting Hare Krishna, when you make a ghee, what happens? You make a ghee from the butter, right? What happens? What happens? Huh?
You clarify the impurities.
No, but what happens on the top of when you make a butter? What happens on the top? All impurity comes out. All impurities come out. And you remove those all impurities, right? To get a real ghee, right? So similarly, when we are chanting Hare Krishna, at that time, whatever impurities are there, they come out from the heart, right? So we have to remove those impurities. You see? And when we remove those impurities, gradually we'll be happy. But it takes time. Right? We have to be patient. We have to have faith in the process which is given by Srila Prabhupada. Process is perfect. Process is perfect, but we are imperfect. Right? So now we have to work on it. So while we are working on it, these impurities come out. That's why sometimes devotees are not happy, angry. So it happens. But we have to tolerate, we have to accept. Because ultimately devotee is trying his best. He or she is chanting Hare Krishna, doing some service, taking responsibilities. So we have to be patient and go on serving. Krishna will come. Krishna is seeing everything what we are doing. Krishna, every service we are doing, Krishna. In Krishna's record is there everything. What so and so has done, what service is there. He is noting. And he is grateful. He'll be happily come and take hands. Take your hands and took him to Srila Prabhupada will come, take our home and take us to Krishna. Srila Prabhupada said, here is my devotee, here is my son and daughter came, here is my great grandson and daughter came. Krishna, please take them. You will have to take them. Srila Prabhupada will tell Krishna, you will have to take him. You cannot say no. That is Prabhupada. That's why we have to have full faith in Prabhupada and his instructions. Is that clear? Okay? Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you everybody. So we'll see you tomorrow, last day. Hare Krishna. By the way, I have sent this year Parikrama schedule and a whole different different cost of registering. I will send to our Nilamada, right? I send him on WhatsApp, and I've told him that to forward to all the devotees who are on